Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to look at some community teams, review them, check what they are using, and if they need improve them, I will let them know. We are going to start with Discord, then we're going to go to YouTube and finish with Twitter. Let's get into it, and the first person is going to be Engineer here, and he's having two different teams. He's saying that he needs a high boost team and he has a movie and an LOE team. Right now, he has a strike movie team like he wrote, and he's using the yellow Goku as a healer. I would change that in my opinion. We will see what we can do if it's the better team. He has Thouser, this red guy who is a pretty decent character in TOP, and he has him 14 star, which is nice. Tapion, the cooler, and the 2Z here. Overall, I don't like too much the damage output that you will have. You don't have that many debuffers. The Z abilities are okay, but they are not that high when you don't have a lot of support or debuff. You have this guy strike attack, strike attack. I believe this guy strike attack and the Thouser. Then you're gonna go have blast, double defense. This guy is not even movie, and this guy is mono defense. It's okay overall, but I think we can improve it. Now let's check the LOE team, and it has blast LOE. I don't think it's really a blast LOE because I believe you lack blast attack Z abilities like the Green Frieza. I think he buffs strikes. Yeah, he's here. He has a strike attack. Then you move on to this guy. He has a mono defense Z ability, which is I believe is 35 blast defense. This guy he has a mono defense Z ability, so both of them will have one combined double defense. This guy is defense. This guy is defense. This guy is defense. So you're gonna have only two blast attacks ability, which is 73% or 78%, I believe. I would say this is not really a blast team, just a double defense and with some blast unit. I wouldn't recommend it. We're gonna go with the movie strike team, even if I don't like strike teams too much this season, but I think it can work overall if you are pretty good at the mod, and I know he is pretty decent. Let me make a team for you and come back in a second. So we start with Amond. It's the same guy. We're gonna keep him. Of course he's blast based, but he's Z tier and he's by far the best Z tier you can use, so he's gonna stay in your team. Then after that I would use the blue Trunks as our healer. He's the much better healer overall. Of course he doesn't have the Z ability for movies, but his healing and support is too great, and he's gonna give you a key recovery 30%. He's gonna give you special gauge, which means you're gonna outspeed opponent more often. You're gonna really help yourself from negating a lot of attacks because you're gonna eliminate before the enemy, which is really good in the long run, and you're gonna save a lot of HP overall. He's the better healer than Goku in my opinion, because Goku is the condition that is annoying and he need to get hit. Sometimes you need a healer and he doesn't get hit, which is pretty bad overall, or he gets hit very early and the healing is not really useful and you don't really like that. This guy, it's pretty consistent, turn 3, 3% HP, and to almost everyone if you want to, and it's gonna be pretty decent, much better than the Goku, so we're gonna use him. But you want high boost, so you're gonna need to switch out that Kura for a high boost character, because we switched out the Goku that is A tier for a lower tier, which is the Trunks. We are going to do a straight swap. He's gonna be S tier, as you can see here, he's in S tier for movies, and the Goku was A tier, but we're gonna have another A tier and we're gonna keep the same boost as you have right now. This Tapion is gonna have decent damage, 80% strike damage. He's gonna give damage to your Trunks because you have a Trunks in your team, so your Trunks is gonna do extra damage, which is nice, and he's gonna get extra damage received because you have a Trunks in your team, of course. Overall, he's gonna do nice damage. He's a pretty good character. When he gets low HP, he heals himself, which is nice, and he gets some special gauge and support overall. So we're gonna put him in our team. Then after that I would put a yellow that is a debuffer and cool support. It's not the best support ever, but it can be useful, and it's this yellow Tapion. So what does he do? He's gonna debuff your entire enemy team damage received by 20%. This is very important because you're gonna need some debuff with low strike attack Z abilities. This is gonna be super helpful for you to do extra damage. He's gonna be pretty tanky with 25% damage received, and he can give some allies damage inflicted if you want to. Heal one ally too, which is nice. So if you want to super juice someone, you put them below the Tapion and he's gonna give them damage and some healing, which is good overall. Then after that, I would advise you in S tier, the blue Bojack. Now why this blue Bojack? He's very fast, and your fastest in your team is gonna be the Trunks with the Amon. So both of them are gonna be pretty fast, and what you can do is target a red early on, and you're gonna have double blue among your three fastest, and it's gonna be nice for targeting. Other than that, he's gonna have a double offense ability, so it's gonna give a strike attack to your team and a blast attack to your Amon, who's gonna need it because he's blast based. He's gonna do extra damage versus Super Saiyan, it's not super important. His damage overall is not too bad. He's gonna have 95% strike damage, as you can see here. He can heal himself on attack, and he's gonna be a decent character overall. He is melee type, of course, so you're gonna use him on the strike team. And at the end, of course, you can go with this guy, and he's gonna be like in your team here. He's really good. He's gonna get Zenkai buff by the red Tapion. He can heal himself a lot. He can get some special gauge when he get hit. He's pretty slow turn 1, which is good because you want him to boost slow and not fast like the blue and the green, and you can target like a yellow second, which is pretty good for targeting overall. Now we get to the Z tiers. You have the purple cooler. I believe you like him, so that's why you have him. That's fine, you can put him in your team. Then I'm gonna advise the purple Bardock. He's a pretty good Z tier. I don't know if you have him 9 star, but if you do, I would really advise him. He is a range type, but that's okay. I think it's gonna be okay. He's gonna get 30% gauge every fight start of turn, plus the Trunks is gonna give him 10%, so it's gonna make it 40%, and in battle he'll get another 20, which means every 2 fight he's gonna super, and you can plan with him, save a super every fight, and for harder fight you can take him. For example, you want to take a green in a fight, he's gonna be very helpful for that. I would advise you to keep him around 57% gauge, and at that level he's gonna super for sure turn 1, which is really nice. And if you have him 9 star, I would take him. If not, you can go with the Nappa. I'm not the biggest fan because he doesn't have the ability, but he can debuff from turn 2, damage received 10%. He's not very tanky, so be careful with him, and he's going to be helpful for your output from turn 2. Other than that, you can do the blue Vegeta. He doesn't have the Z ability again. He's range attack, which is not the greatest, but he has 30% damage cut, and he can be okay in some fights if you need him. We kept the same boost level, so we're gonna have one A tier with Yellow Tapion. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3 S tier, which is Bojack, the red guy, and the red Tapion. We're gonna have the Amon the same, and we're gonna have a low tier, which is gonna be Trunks instead of Cooler. Then 2 Z tier in the bench. I would advise, of course, Bardock if you can. That's all for you. We're gonna move to the next person, and it's gonna be India Best. He has 3 different teams. I'm gonna look at them and come back in a second. Looking at the 3 different teams, there is one standout. This team is not great. This is a pretty bad one overall. I wouldn't use it. This purple guy is not good. This Vados is not great for an S tier. Champa is an okay Z tier, but overall the team around is not well built. You have this Popo who is okay, but you don't have a lot of hard hitters, so he's not the greatest. Same here with the Kale as a healer. I wouldn't advise it for this season. Next is gonna be the GT team, a little bit more improved, but I'm not a big fan. This Rildo is not great at all. I never use him. This Super 17, not the best. He can be okay, but I would prefer like the green Trunks or so, and I wouldn't use it. The third team is better, which is gonna be the LOE. The only thing is this blue Frieza is not good, so remove him and put just a decent LOE character that is blast based. If you do not have anybody, actually just go with the green under Frieza and you should be good. He's a healer and you only have one healer. The second healer would be helpful. That's all for your team. Change the blue Frieza for green under Frieza and go with this one. Let's get to Aang, and he's gonna have a Goku team with a special move. Let me look at it and come back. I'm assuming you want to keep the characters that super, so you don't want to change God Goku, the Kaioken Blue Goku and the Blue Goku from the Saiyan Saga. What I would do is remove the red Goku probably and add Kakarot Goku here. He's gonna be an HP buffer and you're gonna need it for the bulk. You don't have any healer and he's gonna help you sustain. I'll probably remove the red Goku or the blue Goku here, but you don't have a lot of boost, so you probably need this guy who is S tier. Is he S tier? Let me double check. Is he A or S tier? No, he's A tier. So you can remove him if you want to. And actually in S tier you have this guy, maybe you can use him as your healer and you can go with that. Now let's move on to the next person and you're gonna have scans. I want to get top 5. Are this team good enough? Well, to get top 5, just let me warn you, you need basically a full Z team or close to a full Z tier team. So or 8 character Z or like 6 character Z, maybe 2 S tier. It does depend on the season, but this is not good enough. You're not gonna get the top 5 with it. And if you are not used to farming the high ranks, I wouldn't advise it because it's very hard and it needs a lot of planning. Another thing is, if you are planning to do that, do not ask people or show your team to others, because it's basically the first person to get the best strategy will get the high ranks, and if you are starting to share it, more people will know it and more people will use the same strategy, which is not the greatest. But let's get into over the teams and check which one is the best to get the 1kcc this season, which is more important, I would say. You have a Saiyan team. This team, uh, not the best, I would say. No Saiyan ability. I believe he doesn't have a Saiyan ability. No Saiyan ability. No Saiyan ability. So 4 characters are not buffing the team. Although he's buffing this guy Super Saiyan and Zenkai buff. I don't like it too much. If you want to use it, you probably move this guy and this guy, 2 guys, and improve it. There is a Saiyan team build in my teams video yesterday. You can look at it. We're gonna go to LV Frieza Force. Yeah, pretty decent team. The only change is put Green Angel Frieza here as your healer instead of Chilled, and you should be good. He's a much better character and you need him for the healing. I'm not the biggest fan for about Shield, even if he HP buff, and we should go with Green Angel Frieza. Let's move on to the next team, which is gonna be what is that? This is Regen. Not the greatest, I would say. I don't like Regen too much this season. I wouldn't use it really. It's okay, but it struggles compared to the others. The LOE one is better. We get to movie here. Again, the red Bodrak, not the best. This guy is good. The 4 guys here, like me. I wouldn't use this team, to be fair. It doesn't have any strong damage dealer or so. If you want to use like me, you can, but I have like the Almond, and I would use the LOE one over this. We can go to Rival Universe here. This one is not, it's not great at all. I wouldn't use it. It's probably the worst. We're gonna go with the LOE team, and we're just gonna change our Chilled here, and we change him with the Green Angel Frieza, and you should be good. This team is gonna be good enough for the 1kcc, and you can go with it. Let's move on to the next person, and it's gonna be here with the A-Dog, and he's gonna have a Dragon Ball team. Pretty decent Dragon Ball team. I really like it. The only thing I would do is remove this Kid Goku. He's not good at all, and put someone else that will help your team overall. I would advise the Green DKP because he's free to play. I believe you don't have the other newer character, that's why you don't have him in your team. But yeah, Green DKP, he's in A tier, I believe, and he can be helpful for your team. You can use him, and he's a pretty decent character. He's gonna get Zenkai bought by the Yamcha. Greens are pretty decent this season, so triple green is not a bad thing. If you wanted a lower tier and a blue unit, you can go with the Bulma. I think she's B or C tier, and she's her pretty decent character. She's gonna debuff on hit, she's gonna support and all, and you can use her as your blue unit if you wanted a third blue. But blues are not the best this season, so a third green is better in my opinion. Let's move on to the next one, and it's gonna be good, which is a movie team similar to mine. The only thing is he's using the yellow Goku for the Raisin, which is good. He's the best replacement for him, I think. And he's using the Tapion for the Bardock. He's probably having a low star Bardock. I think this is a pretty decent, pretty good alternative. I would go with it. Really good team, and you can use the same targeting. Now let's move on to the next one, and it's gonna be Zuyu, and he has two different team, Strike movie, and he has this is a Blast movie like me. Let's look at it, and yeah, the only thing you do is remove this Vegeta here and put the yellow Goku, which is gonna be like good what he did here. You're gonna put yellow Goku for targeting purposes you need it. Blues are pretty bad this season. I would use your Blast movie team over the Strike one, and you can use the same targeting. Just put this blue Goku, go friendship him, and 14 star him. He's free to play, accessible, and pretty good. You go with that, and you're gonna use the same team. I wouldn't use the Strike one if you have the Blast team, and this guy is free to play already, so you can farm him easily. Let's get to Rinza. He has a Saiyan Saga team. Saiyan Saga, not the worst, but not the best. I wouldn't use the Cyberman this season. I would really remove him. I think I've built the Saiyan Saga team. Let me go check my team's video and come back in a second. Yeah, here is the Saiyan Saga team. What I did is I used the Blue Gohan as a healer. I have more of a Blast based team, but you can use the Strike units because you have some Zenkai buff and good Z abilities. I would use this team instead of yours. I would remove the Cyberman. I would remove the Great Ape Vegeta. I would keep the Nappa, he's pretty good. You can keep him over the EX Goku, EX Gohan, sorry. And you can put yellow Piccolo here, and you can move on with the team, remove the Cyberman too. Use the same team as here, just get rid of the characters I told you. Keep just blue Nappa, purple Nappa, sorry, for the purple Kid Gohan, and you should be fine for this season. The team is gonna be good enough, and you need that blue Gohan because he's a healer for the team. Alright, we are on the YouTube right now. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can look at it better like this. Yeah, it's better. Let me give it a like. And he has one God Key and one regen team. Which one is better? He's gonna have the God Key here and the regen here. Let me go check the God Key kits and come back and see how it is. I rebuilt the team. I'm not a fan at all. This team is not gonna survive well. It's gonna struggle a little bit damage wise, and I wouldn't go for it. Let's start with this guy here. He's gonna give some support, but he has no damage cut at all. He will die super quickly with low defenses, so I wouldn't recommend him. You probably go with this guy. It's your best bet. He's a little bit tankier. He has a Zenkai and gets damage cut when he gets hit, but still it's not the greatest. This guy is not tanky too. You probably need both of them Zenkai friendship 10, sorry. And then you're gonna have the healer, which is Shin, and Shin as a healer he need to be very high star, 9-10 star, because what's gonna happen is he has only 15% damage cut. Of course he heal allies, but look at this area here. If you can look at it really carefully, he doesn't buff himself. You see that there is no blue dot over him, or he doesn't heal himself, so he will heal others but not himself, and it's not the greatest because he can die quickly if he is not high star. Then this Vegeta, pretty poor, no damage cut at all. He's gonna have the cover change, and when he cover, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna take the damage, so we don't like him. Now the Champa is okay, but because the team is not the greatest around him, he's not gonna function well. This guy is fine, this guy is fine, and this guy is alright. It's just you need one hard hitter, one great unit like an Ultra or a Zenkai or something, and you can run it, and you need this Shin to be a very high star. Now let's move on to the regen team. I'm gonna make a cut again and come back. Let's start with regen. You're gonna have the Nail here. This guy is not great, he's not good at all. He doesn't have any damage cut, so he doesn't take a lot of damage. His damage inflicted is low, and he doesn't heal himself. Plus he's an EX with super low stat, and I wouldn't advise using him. This Buu is okay, he's not the best ever, but he's okay. He can heal himself up to 15% of damage received. He can stun, and he's a better option overall, so we can keep him. And then after that, I would advise you to use the EX Piccolo. He's a better character. He has some damage cut. He can heal some allies and heal himself. as you can see here, not like Shin. He's having a blue square behind him, so he can heal himself and he can heal allies. And when you use the Piccolo, what you can do is you put him next to a baby here, and you're gonna put two characters on the top and bottom of baby, so you can heal the two characters. Baby can heal him and baby can heal one other. Only one last character is not getting healed, which is really nice when you have the EX Piccolo in your team. That's for the Z tier. Then we're gonna go to the S tiers here. I wouldn't recommend using the Boo here. He's not the greatest. He does have a regen Z ability, but he's a mono Z ability. He is blue, and you don't want a lot of blue units this season. He has some damage cut, which is nice. Just it's unfortunate you already have double blue, and they're more important than him, so we're gonna remove him. Then it's gonna be the Cell. I wouldn't advise him. He's melee type. He's not blast type, and you're gonna lack a lot of damage. As you can see here, if you check, we have a double defense Z ability, we have a defense Z ability, and we have a strike attack Z ability. So you're gonna having only two blast attack Z ability, which is really bad. And you're gonna have this guy who doesn't buff regen, so we're gonna remove him. If he was blast based, I would keep him, but I wouldn't this season. And this guy, he's blast based but double defense ability. I'm not the biggest fan of him. You can use him if you want to, but I prefer to use someone else. To be fair, you're gonna have the Green Demon King Piccolo, who is free to play, and this guy is gonna debuff the entire team damage received, which means all your team will do extra damage, which is really good in your squad. And you're gonna have double green. I would use him. He's free to play, and you can run with it. Himself will fix a little bit the damage you are going to do, even if he has a double defense ability. After that, what I'm gonna do is try to find a good blast attack ability for regen. You have the Piccolo Jr., but I assume you don't have him in your box high star enough, so you don't use him. But if you can use this purple Piccolo, super good character, 9 star, he's gonna work. You can use the Piccolo Jr. like I said. This LL Piccolo, if he's Zenkai, pretty good. And you're gonna have the Blue Zamasu, but it's a triple blue again. What else you can use as a blast attack is the ability here. This 21, she's free to play. Go farm her, she's really good. She's gonna have a blast attack Z ability for regen. She's a Zenkai, good damage cut, good damage. So you're probably gonna go with her since she's free to play. And the last character can be anyone good in your team. Even a strike character can work. I think you can use anyone that I said, like this purple Piccolo or anyone else. Or you can use a good Zenkai, for example, this purple Cell. I think you have him. He's gonna Zenkai buff the Boo. Because the Boo is not super tanky, he's gonna help him. And this guy, he has some good blast attack, so you can change him to blast like that. And it can work for your team. That's all for you. I think this is better overall. Of course, you're not gonna have as much boost, but you still have two A tier character, which make it 10%, and you're gonna have two Z tier. Hopefully, it's gonna work out for you. If you want to use still the yellow metal cooler, you can go with it. It might work. It just depends on how good you are in TOP. If you are a little bit more worried, go with the purple Cell. I think you showed me to the purple Cell last week. That's why I'm saying him. And that's all for the team. Let's move on to Twitter, and it's gonna be here with Doom Jita having a strike Unirep team, and he's saying that he's gonna avoid the strike over fights, which means it's gonna be okay to use a strike team. Let's look at it and come back. I like the team. The only thing I would do is probably try to fit the yellow hit in here. I think he's a really good Z tier. He's gonna tank okay. He has a nullifier, so he will nullify and attack every fight. And even if he doesn't damage cut, he will survive pretty well. He's gonna be a nice Z tier to use. He has some crit rate. When he crits, he does some decent damage overall. Just do not use him in super hard fight. I would use him over the yellow 17 or Bergamo. Probably I would keep the 17 or keep a yellow overall. And this guy is gonna be helpful for the yellow and blues with his Z abilities. He doesn't have a Unirep, of course. And after that, I'm gonna probably remove the Kiawe. Now, she is a good debuffer. She starts debuffing damage received from turn 2, and she gives some support. But the problem with Kiawe is that she dies quickly. If she's one of your main unit, it's gonna be trouble. If she drops low HP for you, I would prefer going with Red Bergamo. He's gonna HP buff your entire team. He's gonna Zenkai buff Kasseral, which help him overall with damage and tanking. And I think it's better in the long run if we take Bergamo instead of the Kasseral. Other than that, if you want a yellow, it's probably better to go with the Topo, I believe. He's having good support, 30% damage cut. I think it's gonna be more useful than the 17, and you can put him in your team. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any question, let me know in the comment. Have a good one and goodbye.